just about 5 days before the season opens for turkeys here in South Dakota. I had to come down to where I hunt here and freaking windy, do a little preparation. And one thing I gotta do I've never done before is gotta put the ice castle over there. Got a lot of snow blowing to do. I think it's thick and heavy snow. It should go all right. So got my work cut out for me for a while, but then I'm gonna go hiking over there where I hunt. Got some snowshoes just to check stuff out, so I better get cracking. Well, I figured this would happen. Just showed up, brought my snowblower. It's pretty much plugged, but it's blowing really nice, so not a big deal. Shouldn't take too long, but take a good half an hour anyways. But all the way down to the gate. a couple guys on snowmobiles and they gave me a ride for 10 bucks. That was well worth it. And after they left, I just realized that they could have drove across the fence right there and frickin' gave me a ride all the way over there. But, oh well. Well, it really isn't too bad. It's Thursday. I don't know if it's about noon or probably 2 o'clock. Pulling it, it's kind of downhill, so pulling the sled isn't too bad yet. Probably when I pull it back, hopefully most of the snow's gone. But we'll see. If it is, I got my a cart too, so be better than a sled. Well, who would have thought that I had to dig a 3-foot hole just to put my blind in and put my decoys out there on the snow. But got to stake down my blind, otherwise it's gonna blow away. But shit, probably don't even need a blind this year, actually. It's gonna be nice for the wind if there is any, but it should still work out. I'm sitting on a chair down in there in the blind. I should be able to see the top of the snow. And it's gonna get nice the next few days, so it's a lot of work. That's right, that's what we do. Well, that should work. I can just barely see over the snow for archery. I'm thinking I can still shoot with archery, definitely with a shotgun. But I think it'll work out. So I'll pound some stakes down and get her secure and get kind of set up, get the heater in there and stuff like that. But might have to make a set of stairs to get down in the SOB. Oh well, it'll be worth it when I get 2 birds this year. That's right. Well, it's Saturday, April 8th. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning. It's opening turkey hunting here in South Dakota. Gonna head out in a few minutes. It's about 20 degrees. It's gonna get like, I think 30, 34 or something like that in the afternoon. But it's supposed to be nice out, but there's a lot of snow, of course. And then every day after that, it's gonna get nicer and nicer, 40 and even 50 degrees. So I got a little bit of a walk to do. And so I'm gonna head out in a few minutes. So pretty easy walk, just a little long. So that's about it. Let's get cracking. It's about 8 o'clock. Good weather. Been hearing a lot of gobbling. I've heard more, but honestly, my hopes weren't up real good. as far as hearing something right away because all this snow. There's a couple times it gobbled. I felt like it was fairly close. Not close enough to like get your bow ready or nothing like that or start turning on cameras, but a couple 100 yards away. It all depends on which way they're facing. If they're facing away, it's going to sound farther and vice versa, but I think the high today is like 37, and every day after that it gets higher up to 50 or 60 or something like that later on. But I haven't heard any yelping, just some gobbling, kind of east of me. A couple different directions, so there's more than one out there. But, it goes, the waiting game. You might not hear nothing for hours, and it might just pop up, which has happened. So, hopefully the snow goes down a little bit. It's over 2 feet deep out there, which makes it tough because it raises the decoys. And when I shoot with a bow, I just got to be careful not to hit the top. But I already practiced pulling back, and I got plenty of room. My hand will be about here, and then the arrow's a couple inches higher than that. So it'll work out, just got to be a little bit more careful. Just got to do a little decoy straightening out with this warm weather and the snow so deep. With the warm weather and snow so deep, my tom decoy looks like it's starting to tilt. Actually, it's not real bad, but my camera I have set up is tilting over really bad. So if I plan it one more time, it should be good the rest of the day. If it tips over a little bit, not too bad. Ain't that big a deal. Well, kind of a long day. Weather is beautiful. Didn't see shit. I heard quite a few in the morning. Well, not quite a few, but there's 3-4 of them anyways at different times. So that's quite a few, I guess. A couple of them didn't seem like they're that far away. They definitely heard me calling, and I could hear them, but. The hopes are going to be pretty high tomorrow, especially with this morning with some gobbling. So, let's see what happens. It's going to be nice out tomorrow, a little bit warmer. So, hopefully they come up in the hills a little bit. Get some of this ground exposed, the weeds and stuff, so they have some place to eat. And a lot of oak trees around here, so a lot of times they'll feed around the base of the oak trees because that gets exposed first. So. Call her a night. It's Sunday. It's about 8:30. It's a really nice morning, warm weather. I think it's about 40. We haven't heard nothing, or I haven't heard nothing from the roost at all. So, but that's happened before. Just gotta wait it out, I'm sure all this snow has affected those guys a lot, so just doing the waiting game, that's about it. I think there's just the one Jake with it. The one that's in strut, that's definitely a Jake. You can tell by the fan, and plus I seen the beard. But they're not interested in my decoys, so have to keep calling, I guess. Those are all hens, but there's a white hen, and then there's a white hen with that other group with the Jake, but it's a bearded hen. Well, I gotta go reposition my decoys again. The warm weather just shrinks the snow so much that my tom decoys had to tilt pretty good. And then this hen right here is damn near laying sideways, and then my trail camera's tilted so it wouldn't take any pictures if anything came in, so just gonna go reset them and get back in here. Well, it's day 3. It's about 1:30. 50 degrees out. Snow's going down nicely. I haven't heard nothing. I haven't seen nothing. Actually, the only thing I seen a few hundred yards away was a coyote this morning. Otherwise, it's been pretty quiet, but this has happened before. You don't hear or see nothing, all of a sudden you might see one. Or not see one at all for a day or two. So, just gonna do some, usually when you don't hear nothing, I tend to call more often. It's just something I do. I don't know if that really helps or not. Or if it's windy, I'll call more often. So, time to call. Well, I just got a turkey. I think I got it on video, but I was a nervous wreck. It come in. I heard it. I thought I heard it. I was watching video, and I'm like, I thought I heard something. So I did some more calling, and then a minute later, I heard a gobble pretty loud. So I was like, ooh, he's coming in. Well, I did a little bit of calling, and it's straight out in front of me, and it came in. It stood out there for a while, and it's like it's seen this other tom and strut, my decoy, so I was hesitant on coming in. But it finally came in, so I'm like freaking grabbing my bow, looking for my release. I couldn't find my freaking release. So I have a spare in case if I lose one. So I had to dig in there, get that. Before that, I turned on all the cameras. And so I pulled back in the bowl because it was starting to walk away because I was just fucking moving around in here like you wouldn't believe. Just, oh man. But it's just walking away slow, and I took a shot, and like always, I missed clearly. And it didn't start running or nothing. But it was out of my range by then, and I have brought the shotgun with just in case if the turkeys don't actually come in. So I end up using a shotgun on it, but it's still fun. Shotgun or bow. Bow is more satisfying, but when you suck at it like me, I got some freaking target panic, turkey fever, you know. It's just something you gotta work on. But anyways, enough of that shit. Yeah, there's 2 tags here, so I got 1 down, 1 to go. So that's right. That's how I do it. Well, it's April 13th, Thursday. Might be my last. It's like the 6th day I've hunted. I was successful in getting one yesterday, but today might be my last day. I was gonna hunt tomorrow too, but they're talking rain in the morning, and I might just skip out on that. So it's a little cloudy right now. There's hardly any wind. It's been pretty quiet lately. There was some gobbling off the roost quite a ways away, and I heard a couple of yelps, which I haven't heard any yelping this year. And so, but it's like, what is it, 8:30, 8:14, so still got all day to do it until tonight. So, heard a bunch of coyotes this morning. That was crazy. That was loud too, but have to do the waiting game. Well, it just started to rain a little bit here. It's actually coming down pretty good, but it's not going to last more than 5 minutes. Haven't had any luck yet today. Maybe this will change the luck. Get the birds out in the open air. Dry off a little bit, hopefully. Maybe one dumb one will come into the decoys. Only got like an hour or 2 left of hunting, so it'd be nice to fill that second tank, but you can't. It doesn't always work that way. But